They took me to a mental hospital because I said they killed my father. Well, they took me to a mental hospital because I said they killed my father. They called it with psychosis. I remember even like when I was going there, even the doctor did not want to know anything. They first beat me up before they took me to the mental hospital, to Madare to be specific. So they first came, I was seated where I'm seated right now actually, in the garden. And I was just with my phone. And they came with two goons. I call them goons because they beat me up. They were choking me. They tied me with a camber so that I can see mud. So when I go to the hospital, I'm crying literally because they beat me up. You know what I mean? So when I was there, it was just so chaotic because I was put in the same room or in the same area with mad people, and there are different, like, you know, sections, kind of like dormitories. There are different sections for different people that are in a different state, and I was put with the worst of them all. People are shitting on themselves, people eating their own shit, as thus eating sanitary towels. Like, it was all the chaotic. I'm just grateful that I got out of there. But they give you drugs, and the drugs they gave me personally, I think it was lithium, the one that makes you, your body, you know, you just kind of like unakuwa tu zuzu, you know what I mean? So it's like that, but that drug affects your brain, and you know, everything is, your brain is like, you know, what pumps the whole of your body. So when that drug affects your brain, your body is affected. You're not able to move as you would. So fast forward to now, and I think it's a month now, and you know, I've been trying to get my body there, and realizing that every time I come to the garden has different specific, you know, species of plants, and I'm grateful that that is. So I just come here in the garden, take some herbs and drink, and I think that that is the one thing that has been, you know, restoring my strength. And you know, I'm just spiritually learning, because all these revelations came from my spiritual awakening. I know what they did to my father. It does not change what they did to my father, the abuse. But one thing that I've also come to realize is that the way that, the reason why I've been saying, you know, it wasn't just they killed my father, it was the way they buried my father. Burying my father with no soil, like literally just cement and bricks and tiles, and, you know, cover it with iron sheets and, you know, bricks and all that. That is, when you think about it spiritually, that is cursing my father or confining my father to a system. That is confining my father to a system. If you plant a tree that way, will it grow? If you plant my father in like concrete and tiles, will he, you know, be taken by the soil at the time that it's supposed to be. This was the most horrific thing that I ever faced. And by confining my father to a system, they're literally selling my soul to a system. And I've been looking at my life, and there are things that I used to think, oh, I got rejected, or this failed, career-wise, relationship-wise, like all around. But now that I'm seated here, I'm grateful that those things failed, because those things would have put me in the system. So right now that I'm here, I know how blessed I am, and I know how protected I am. And I'm grateful that the things that I wanted, I did not get what I thought I needed, and I got something else, which is like right now to be able to sit in my garden and do a video, that it would be able to sit in nature, to be able to take a leaf and smell it, or bathe with it, or even eat it. This tastes good, you know what I mean? So that's where I am right now, hoping. Don't ever let go of hope, because hope is the thing that keeps us alive. My hope is in my Creator, my Father. And yeah, so far so good. To be able to be standing after all that I have faced, literally documenting it step by step, I'm grateful. I'm glad I did that, because I don't want to lose that. I always want to see where I come from. And yeah, mostly I'm always doing these vlogs for myself, and for me, for everybody that resonates with me. If their story resonates with me, if there's a part of me that touches you out there, you're the one that I'm vlogging for, and me, because we are in this journey together. Hold on to God. Spirituality, and to be specific, it's African spirituality. I feel like spirituality in all its entirety stems from the soil. And as Africans, we're literally the children of the soil. We look like the soil. Our DNA is the soil. And for me, that is what I'm grasping. The soil, my land. So help me, God. So help me, my Father. Help me, my Creator.